Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with SteelNavigator. I want to speak on the topic of testosterone replacement therapy and my thoughts on the matter. A friend recently asked me about it and we had a long conversation. I thought it would be good to place a video out there to give some folks some information on it. I think it's a very beneficial thing, testosterone replacement therapy. I do believe that a man should do everything in his power to maximize natural levels for as long as possible through diet and exercise and other things such as getting great sleep. But every man reaches a point in his life where all of those efforts are not enough to maintain optimal testosterone levels. And usually that's a level for a normal man anywhere from 18 to 30 years of age are optimal levels for most men. But usually when men reach the age of say 45 to 60, levels start to decline more rapidly. And at that point, I do believe to get with a physician to test the levels via blood and to see where one is. And at that point, if levels have dropped significantly and all other efforts have been maximized, such as diet, exercise, getting great sleep, and levels are still dropping, at that point, one would want to look at testosterone replacement therapy to bring one's levels to at least the age 30 male. We're not talking about levels of something such as a professional bodybuilder would be taken, but just the levels of at least a healthy 30-year-old male. And it's very important to be an effective male and have those testosterone levels of at least that level. And it's similar to what a woman goes through with menopause. For a man, it's called Andropause. It's a much slower process, and it's not noticed as much. Those effects are not as pronounced, and because it's such a slow process, it's just hard to catch them. For example, being tired, being unmotivated, being less ambitious with day-to-day operations and one's goals. All of those things are affected. Energy levels, motivation and a variety of topics, strength, muscle mass, sharpness, mental clarity. There's just a variety of things that are affected with testosterone and testosterone levels. There's a variety of applications. Once one meets with a physician, blood is tested and levels determined if one is going to pursue that. There's a variety of creams, injections, different applications to get it in one's system. But I'm a firm believer that anywhere from age 45 to 60, when those levels really start dropping, that it's very important for a man to get on it, to continue to be that ambitious 30-year-old male and get the most out of life. Because if those levels are continuously dropping, one is going to become less and less effective and efficient in day-to-day operations. Some of the most ambitious people are believed to be on it, who are really leaders in their industry. Supposedly Jeff Bezos with Amazon, supposedly he's on it, and I think he's doing quite well. And I also have firm belief and have heard that many movie stars are on it. Testosterone for a man really is the fountain of youth. For example, look at Sylvester Stallone, almost 80 years old, still hitting the iron hard, still full-time in the movie industry, killing it, doing excellent work. Clint Eastwood, almost 90 years old, still running a media conglomerate. I highly believe that he is on it, because I don't believe he would be as ambitious and motivated and energetic in his efforts as he is today if he were not on it. And it's also important to, again, it's just straight testosterone is what we're talking about, nothing else. It would be good to also add in, I think it's DHEA, I'm not sure, something to keep the testicles from shrinking, basically, because natural production will go down once one starts using the synthetic substitute. But give you another good example, Joe Rogan did a interview with the owner of Westside Barbell, Louis Simmons. He's been on it for 43 years and hasn't had hardly any negative side effects at all. I think a couple of side effects are maybe increased body hair, and I think that's the only one I can think of offhand. There's probably a couple other minor, but 98-99% is all beneficial. But Louis Simmons confirmed that he'd been on testosterone through his physician for 43 years, and he still feels the same as he did when he was 16 years old, he claims. Still has that ambition, that drive, that energy, and he is an absolute promoter of it, believes it, and he has the strongest gym on the planet. It's essential for a man to maintain sufficient testosterone levels, and once a man reaches that age window when he has done all that he can do to maximize his own levels and they're still dropping, it's very critical that he get on it at that point. The biggest downside I would find is that once one gets on it, they would have to stay on it. And if there was ever a situation to where those pharmaceuticals were not accessible, if there was some catastrophic event were to happen, a zombie invasion, the apocalypse, something of that nature, and one was not able to see the doctor or go to the pharmacy to get their prescription, that if it became hard to find, that would be an issue. Because once one gets on it, he has to stay on it. So that would be an issue. That's really my only thoughts as far as there would be a problem with that. Outside of that, for a man to continue to be as effective and efficient of a man after that age window when natural levels start to drop on their own is so very critical that a man get with a physician and keep those levels where they should be, where he wants them to be, which is at the least of age 30-year-old male. I hope these thoughts help, and have a great day.